and welcome to this Fox News investigation that every American needs to see. On 9/11, when al-Qaeda terrorists flew airliners into the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and a field in Pennsylvania, it was a surprise attack. Most Americans never saw it coming. More than 5 years later, we have no excuse. The message is loud and unmistakable. Islamic extremists have not gone away. They still want to harm us. Note that word extreme. Now, this program tonight is not about moderate Muslims, good, pious, peace-loving people who despise the radicals who kill in the name of their religion. But radical Islam wants to kill you. And don't just take our word for it. This hour, you'll hear the radicals say just that in their own words.
الموت لأمريكا.
Radical Islam has declared war on the West.
Whatever was taken by force can only be retrieved by force.
Throats must be slit and skulls must be shattered. This is the path to victory, to shahada, and to sacrifice.
Tell America, be angry with us and die of that anger.
Peace to Hamas and the Hezbollah. OBL movie like a shining star. Like the way we destroyed them through Tower.
I had hoped that September 11th was a wake-up call to the United States, but it was not. Americans hit the snooze button and went back to sleep. And right now, our enemy's telling us exactly what they want to do.
You don't give us justice, if you don't give us equality, if you don't give us our share of America, we're going to burn America down.
Oh, Bush, you despicable son of a despicable man, you will bow your head. We've already destroyed the tower, and we will make you bow your head.
They would use a nuclear bomb in Tel Aviv or New York if they had the capability this minute.
Iran does have the capability to develop nuclear weapons and the delivery means for those weapons.
They will use it if it ensures the complete destruction of the enemy.
Jihad, Allahu Akbar, jihad.
Jihad for them is still holy war.
The only politics we understand is fast, fast, fast.
The jihadists' ideology by itself is a permanent declaration of war against all those who do not follow it, chiefly the infidels, Jews, Christians, Hindus, others.
Israeli Zionists, what do you say? Israeli Zionists, you shall pay.
When you have Jewish blood in your hands, it's a sense of pride. I've gotten my Jew. I've killed my Jew.
They have to reign supreme. Jews and Christians can live only under subordination, as dhimmis, as second-class citizens. Israel cannot be tolerated by 1 inch, not 1 inch at all, and therefore they have to be expelled or killed.
We are forbidden to attack them, but we have a duty to hate them, as is written in the Quran and the Sunnah.
The same goes for Americans in the Middle East.
I pray to Allah that He will make the enemies fall into their own trap, and He will destroy the Jews and their helpers from among the Christians and the communists.
Radical Islam is nothing more than communism or Nazism with the feds.
Radical Islam has risen from years of slumber and back to reclaim the glory of suicide and murders and mayhem in the name of Islam, to conquering the world to Islam.
Don't you hate the faith of such a polytheist who says God is 1/3 of a trinity, or who worships Christ, son of Mary?
They are everywhere in the world to apply Islamic teaching because they feel they are ordered by God to do that. And they believe one day and eventually everybody will become Muslim.
What is your path? Jihad. What is your greatest desire? Death for the sake of Allah.
Why are they killing us? I have very simple answer. Because you are infidels.
I hate him for the sake of Allah.
They believe we are the great Satan.
So he will not forget, even for a moment, that Satan is ready to attack him. The saying, death to America, is for this purpose.
They think it's the West that's suppressing the Muslim world, and they think that if we go back to the declaring war on the infidels, we can get back to the glory days of Islam. And this is what they're going after.
Each of us lives his days and nights, hoping more than anything to be killed for the sake of Allah.
We, the imams and the mosque preachers, we have begun to consider explosive belts. We've begun considering any means of destroying the Americans.
And once you go against a people who love death more than you love life, you in trouble, man. You in serious trouble.
So we have been warned. Frightening stuff, and you will hear much more of it this hour. You will also see shocking footage of how Muslim school children are brainwashed to become suicide bombers. Conspiracy theories in the Islamic media so bizarre, they'd be almost funny, except that these people are dead serious about destroying our way of life. You will also see one of the most disturbing pieces of footage that I have ever watched. We thought long and hard before we decided to air it, but it was all over the Islamic media, and you should know about it. It appears to have been shot inside the car of a suicide bomber as he seeks out his American victims. Radical Islam, terror in its own words, returns right after the break.